Well, hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be updating you guys on what is new. I haven't done a lockdown quarantine update in a while, and so a lot of things have changed. So I think I will just kind of spend most of the video talking about what's going on in my life right now, just so you guys can be aware of it, some really exciting things. And so you can check all of that out. So the first thing that I want to update you guys on is I am going back to, or I have already started to go back to work at REI. So I got called back about 2 weeks ago now, and my first day was last week. I didn't work at all this week for some reason. Don't really know why. It's the first week that the store was open, so maybe they wanted more experienced people working since it's going to be very chaotic during this time. But anywho, that is kind of the biggest thing. It's a very big adjustment as I am wearing masks, and I'm not a proponent of mask wearing, but obviously at my job I don't really have a choice. I have to do whatever they tell me to do and just kind of do it because it's my job. So in my own personal life, I don't really believe in the whole mask wearing thing. No, it's very controversial, but anywho, that's just my own personal choice. But at work, obviously I have to wear it, so that's been kind of weird adjustment. Same with social distancing and wearing gloves for certain things, all the cleaning, and just all the new protocol in general. We have glass or like plexiglass in front of the registers. We're all spaced out, so we can't have that much of a camaraderie staying next to each other and being like woohoo, when we check people out or sell a membership. So it's just very different. REI is a very much hands-on experience store, and so a lot of the new protocol that we have to do is just different. So yeah, I'm not working a ton, or probably as much as I used to work. We'll see the next couple, weeks and months how that plays out, but that is currently one of the biggest updates job-wise. I do not plan to go back to the coffee shop, the Last Bean, where I worked at. I don't really see myself going back. I also don't think they would call me back. My store, I think, is permanently closed. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so that is another thing that is an update. So definitely not going back to be a barista, but still working at REI right now. Probably more of like a transitional job. I'll be looking for other jobs in the future, seeing where the next chapter of life takes me, because I wasn't going to plan to work at either of those jobs past April, because I was supposed to be going on a mission trip in Portugal. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that was like the original plan. Obviously things have changed, but that is like the biggest thing that kind of hindered everything, other than obviously everything locking down. So that's the first update. Now, a very exciting update that I am super excited to announce and launch to you guys is I started a podcast. It's called Let's Come Together, and it is an interview style podcast where we discuss different topics that women worry about with a faith-based Christian foundation and background in each topic. There are 13 different topics so far, and it's two people who have never met each other. I kind of facilitate the discussion, add little tidbits here and there, but I am very excited for that. So that is on Spotify, Let's Come Together. And then it's also on my website. If you do not use Spotify, you can also find it at staceyhiggins.com. So those are very exciting things. I also have my website, staceyhiggins.com, and it has my photography, both landscape and portrait. So if you live in the Southern California area, or I may consider traveling to you for different photo engagement purposes. But yeah, I have a photography freelance business on the side as well. So if you want to check out my work and possibly, contact me for a gig, I will definitely consider working with you. And yeah, so that's photography. And then I have my podcast. I also have a blog that I try to update a little bit more regularly now than I did in the past, kind of sporadic still. But I do have writings about life and just advice that I have, considering with, again, life and traveling. I have a lot of travel blog related stuff. And so those are the biggest things on my website. It also links to my Instagram accounts and my YouTube channel, which you're at right now. And then I also have a Patreon page. So this is like really big. I do a lot of creative things like YouTube. I do travel videos and photography and now my podcast and everything in between. And so my Patreon is launched. It's patreon.com/Stacey Higgins. And that is where you can support me monthly if you feel so inclined. If you like my work on any of my platforms, you can go there and support. That would mean a ton. You also get exclusive things. I'll probably be coming out with merch if you reach a certain tier. And then I will also have like one-on-one FaceTimes and things like that. So very exciting things. Trying to think what else we have going for us update-wise. It's like officially summer. In a week or two, it's going to be July and July 4th, which is really crazy. I remember way back in March, I was like, that feels like such a long time from here. But I am going to Maine this summer towards the end of July, which is very exciting. We're going to our summer camp, apparently is what it's called. It's not a cottage. The people in Maine, the Mainers, call it camps. Don't really quite understand that, but anywho, I will probably still call it a cottage because that's just how my brain works and is always referred to it. So that is exciting that we can look forward to another big update. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the future holds for me. I'm still doing a Bible study through Zoom with people from Michigan, which has been really cool. That will probably end sometime in the summer. I don't know exactly when. But yeah, those are the biggest updates. I really can't think of much else. Obviously, everything's uncertain nowadays, so you never really know where life's going to take you. I'm still in my relationship. We are coming up on 1 year, which is very exciting and super blessed and happy about that. Hanging out with my parents still, playing card games, going to the beach a ton. I love the beach. I go to like a different one every single time. So yeah, still eating healthy. I've been doing it for almost 3 months now, which is pretty insane. It's becoming much more of a lifestyle than just like a fad, you know, like a short-term trend that I've done. So that's really cool. I get almost all of my groceries at Trader Joe's, and I'm just going on this like health journey, trying to see how much time I have left. Yep, only 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm going on this like health journey of like figuring out what I should be eating and questioning everything when it comes to health related stuff, really digging in and learning how my body reacts to certain foods, what different foods have and they benefit. I feel like I just started waking up to a lot of this stuff this past year, and so that's been really exciting. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I've just been working on projects. I've been on Instagram a ton. Unfortunately, that's not always the best. Haven't been reading as much as I've been wanting to, but yeah, so that is it for this update. If you guys have any other questions on any of the things that I've mentioned, then please comment down below and I would love to have a chat with you guys. There is a huge plane going over my head right now, so I will end the video and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.